SAID, essential skills when starting a business. Starting a business is not just a journey of passion, it's a long-term battle with reality. Many people begin with brilliant ideas, but give up after just a few months or a year because they lack the core skills necessary to take their business further. If you're standing at the threshold of entrepreneurship, don't focus solely on your product or service. Make sure you equip yourself with these 10 essential skills below. These are the solid framework that will help you survive, grow, and break through on your startup journey. Skill 1. Problem solving, overcoming obstacles to move forward. Starting a business is a journey filled with uncertainty. No matter how well you prepare, unexpected problems will inevitably arise, requiring you to make decisions quickly, accurately, and flexibly. Among all essential skills for an entrepreneur, problem solving stands out as a core survival instinct, not only to endure, but to grow and thrive. Problems are inevitable, not exceptions. When you start your business, you'll quickly realize that nothing ever goes exactly as planned. Product launches get delayed, the market may not respond as you expect, your team might lack cohesion, or you suddenly run into cash flow issues. These are just a few of the many challenges you'll face. The important thing isn't how many problems you face, but how you respond to them. Great founders don't avoid problems, they face them head-on with a proactive mindset. This is a challenge, and I will find a way through it. Solving the root, not just the symptoms. Many inexperienced founders fall into the firefighting trap, reacting to problems by patching the surface instead of addressing their root causes. For example, if customers complain about your product, you might apologize and offer a refund. That's fine in the short term, but if you don't understand why the issue occurred, be it product quality, poor communication, or delivery delays, you're bound to repeat the same mistake. Effective problem solving requires a deeper process. 1. Clearly identify the problem. What's happening and who is affected? 2. Analyze the root cause. Go beyond the surface. 3. Explore possible solutions. Consider multiple approaches. 4. Choose the best course of action. Assess risks, time, and resources. 5. Act and track outcomes. Execute decisively and monitor results. Staying calm is half the battle. When problems hit, especially in the early days of your startup, it's easy to panic. Stress, fear, and confusion cloud your thinking. In such moments, the worst decisions are often made. The best problem solvers know how to remain calm under pressure. They observe before acting. They step back and take in the whole picture. This ability doesn't come naturally to most. It's a skill that must be trained through experience and discipline. Remember, panic kills startups faster than the market ever could. Be flexible. Every problem is unique. A common mistake is to assume that one solution fits all, but each situation is different, and effective problem solving requires adaptability. For instance, if a key team member leaves, the solution isn't just hiring someone new. You may need to evaluate team structure, workflows, dependencies, and knowledge transfer processes. Or, if your product doesn't gain traction, slashing prices isn't always the answer. You might need to revisit your value proposition or re-educate the market. Adaptability means changing direction when necessary, not blindly sticking to one plan. Anticipate problems before they escalate. Advanced problem solvers don't just react, they predict. This comes from consistently analyzing trends, collecting data, observing patterns, and asking, what could go wrong? If your cash flow is tightening, prepare funding plans now. If team morale seems low, schedule internal reviews and feedback sessions. So if your growth strategy relies on one channel, consider diversifying early. Being proactive is always cheaper and smarter than being reactive. Learn from mistakes. Turn failures into data. No one launches a startup without making mistakes. But what separates success from failure is the ability to learn from every setback. Problem solving isn't just about fixing things. It's about extracting valuable lessons, documenting them, and sharing them across the team so the same mistake doesn't happen twice. Ask questions like, why did we fail in this product launch? What assumptions were wrong? Which part of the plan didn't hold up? What processes or systems need upgrading? Every failure is a tuition fee. If you learn well, the return on that cost can be exponential. Don't go it alone. Leverage mentors and communities. Many founders fall into the trap of believing they must solve everything alone. In truth, you don't have to. Learn to ask for help. Talk to mentors, join entrepreneur communities, reach out to other founders. You'll often find that someone has faced your exact problem before, and their insights could save you months of time or thousands of dollars. A well-timed conversation with the right person can be more valuable than 100 hours of trial and error. Conclusion: the best founders aren't problem-free. They're problem-resilient. Problem-solving isn't something you're born with. It's a mindset and a skill set you can cultivate. Every challenge is a test, and the more tests you pass, the stronger you become. On the road of entrepreneurship, those who master problem-solving are the ones who remain standing when others have quit. Don't fear problems, fear ignoring them. Skill 2, leadership, leading even before others believe. Entrepreneurship is the journey of pioneers. But being a pioneer doesn't just mean stepping out first. It means having the ability to inspire, guide, and lead others, even when the path ahead is still unclear. That's why leadership isn't just a helpful trait for startup founders. It's an essential pillar for building a sustainable business. Leadership is not a title, it's a responsibility. Many entrepreneurs fall into a common trap. They believe that a great product, a smart idea, or hard work is enough to succeed. They forget that business is built by people, and people need direction, trust, and purpose. That's where leadership comes in. You might carry the title of founder, CEO, or simply the person who started it. But the real question is, can you lead others? Can you inspire them to believe in your vision? Can you hold the team together when things get hard? Can you be the source of motivation, direction, and accountability? If not, you'll quickly find yourself doing everything alone, exhausted and stuck. Vision, the first quality of true leadership. A true leader always starts with a clear and meaningful vision, a sense of purpose that goes beyond just making money or launching a product. Vision answers the questions: what are we building? Why does it matter? Where are we headed? Without a strong vision, teams lose direction. People work mechanically, without energy or ownership. But with a vision, even a small, inexperienced team can become powerful because they see the purpose in what they do. Your vision doesn't need to be grand from the start, but it must be authentic. When you truly believe in what you're building, others will begin to believe too. Communication, the bridge between you and your team. Leadership is expressed through communication, not orders, not demands, but clear, honest, and motivating communication. A good leader knows how to articulate ideas clearly, listen deeply to others, share goals transparently, address concerns directly and constructively. You don't need to be a great speaker, but you must be a trustworthy communicator, someone whose words align with their actions and whose presence gives others clarity and confidence. Leading by example, silent persuasion. One of the most powerful aspects of leadership is setting the example. People may not always listen to what you say, but they will always observe what you do. If you want a hardworking team, be the first to show up and the last to leave. If you value integrity, own your mistakes and be honest. If you expect learning, make sure you're always improving yourself. Never ask others to do what you're not willing to do yourself. In startups, actions speak louder than titles. Empowering others, know when to step back. In the early stages, you might feel the need to control every detail, but good leaders know when to let go and allow others to grow. Empowering others doesn't mean giving up control. It means giving people ownership. It means trusting your team to make decisions, contribute ideas, and learn through doing. Yes, mistakes will happen, but in the long run, you grow faster by growing others. Crisis leadership, where true leaders emerge. Anyone can lead when things go well, but when your startup hits a wall, product delays, investor pressure, internal conflict, your leadership will be truly tested. In a crisis, a strong leader stays calm and focused, communicates honestly, even when the truth is hard, keeps morale steady and the team united, makes decisions quickly and takes responsibility, chooses long-term trust over short-term comfort. Your team is watching. If you panic, they'll panic. If you stand firm, they'll stand with you. Growing people, your real legacy as a leader. Leadership is not measured by how many tasks you completed, but by how many people you helped grow. A great startup leader cares about the professional and personal growth of each team member. You provide the space, the tools, and the support so they can develop into the best version of themselves. When your people level up, so does your company. Conclusion: leadership is a journey, not a gift. No one is born a perfect leader. Every great leader has gone through moments of doubt, failure, and correction. Leadership is learned through humility, reflection, and the desire to serve your vision and your people. If you want to build a successful startup, start by learning to lead. Not to control, but to guide. Not to shine alone, but to help others shine with you. Leadership is not about how many follow you. It's about how many grow because of you. Skilder, financial management. If you don't know where the money goes, it will run out fast. In the world of startups, there is no shortage of big dreams, innovative ideas, or passionate teams. Yet countless startups fail, not because their ideas were weak, but because they ran out of money. Even worse, some don't realize they've run out until it's too late. That's why financial management isn't just about tracking numbers. It's the very foundation for survival. It's the immune system that protects your business from sudden collapse. When you're starting a business, every dollar is like blood flowing through the body. Lose too much, and the whole system collapses. Money doesn't just disappear. It leaks where you don't look. When your business is still small, your cash flow is fragile. Small recurring expenses, subscriptions, office space, freelance fees, team salaries, ad budgets, if not tracked, will silently drain your runway. A smart founder constantly asks, 1, where is our money right now? 2, where will it go next month? 3, how long can we survive without new income? If you don't have clear answers to these questions, you're flying blind. Cash is king. Profits don't guarantee survival. One of the most common startup mistakes is confusing profit with cash flow. You might have great sales on paper, but if customers pay late while you have to pay staff, rent, and bills now, you're still in danger. Tip: track your cash flow weekly, not monthly. Use simple tools like Google Sheets, Notion, or free financial apps to forecast and plan. Remember, you don't go out of business because of lack of profit. You go out because you can't pay your bills. Budgeting. Don't spend like you're rich. When you raise funding or land a big contract, it's tempting to scale up. Rent a fancy office, hire fast, pour money into marketing. But without a proper budget, this mindset leads to burning cash faster than you generate it. Your budget is your financial compass. It helps you allocate resources smartly, identify unnecessary spending, set spending limits by priority, prepare for emergencies. A strong budget includes revenue projections by channel, fixed and variable expense forecasts, contingency plans for low revenue months, 3 to 6 month cash flow projections. In startups, spend what you have is the fastest path to failure. Wise entrepreneurs control their money from day one. Know the difference: expense versus investment. A new laptop might be an expense or an investment. A 20 million VND ad campaign might be a money pit or a growth engine. It depends on how you evaluate the return. Smart entrepreneurs ask, will this cost directly create value? Is there a measurable return? Can I delay or replace this with something leaner? Each dollar should earn its keep. If not, that dollar is working against your startup's survival. Raising funds is not a solution to bad money habits. Many young founders believe fundraising will solve all their financial problems. But the truth is, if you lack financial discipline, investor money will disappear even faster. Many startups raise billions of VND and still collapse because they overspent on things that don't generate value, failed to convert capital into revenue, lacked reporting discipline, losing investor trust. To raise and retain investor confidence, you must know how capital will be used and when it returns, track financial data and scenarios clearly, communicate transparently and responsibly. Raising capital cannot fix poor money management. It only accelerates the consequences. Financial minimalism. Small can be your superpower. In early-stage startups, you don't need a luxurious office or a big team. You need agility, efficiency, and discipline. Learn to do more with less. Hire part-time, freelance, or outsource smartly. Focus on sales and cash-generating activities early. Think of your startup like a motorbike climbing a steep hill. The lighter you are, the farther you go. Conclusion: finance isn't scary, but ignorance is deadly. You don't need to be a finance expert, but as a founder, you must understand where your money is, where it's going, and how long it will last. Learn from books, ask an accountant, use tools, whatever it takes. The earlier you master financial management, the longer and stronger your startup can grow. Big dreams require solid financial foundations. If you can't manage your money, you won't manage your business. Skill 4, communication. Not just speak well, but speak right. Communication is the universal key in entrepreneurship. Whether you're building a team, negotiating with investors, working with partners, or talking to customers, if you don't know how to communicate effectively, everything can fall apart. In the startup world, already filled with uncertainty and pressure, communication is not just about connection. It's a survival tool to maintain clarity, build trust, and deliver value. Say the right thing at the right time to the right person. Unlike simply speaking well, startup communication requires contextual precision, saying the right message in the right tone at the right time and to the right person. For instance, when pitching to investors, focus on value, growth potential, and return, not just passion. When talking to your team, focus on clear roles, shared goals, and inspiration. With customers, speak in terms of benefits, solutions, and emotions. Good communication starts with knowing what others need to hear, not just saying what you want to say. Listening, the most underrated yet most valuable skill. Founders often talk a lot, sharing visions, giving direction, explaining products. But one of the most powerful communication tools is not speaking, but listening, actively, attentively, and without judgment. You must listen to your team's feedback and struggles, your customers' pain points and reactions, your mentors' and advisors' insights. Active listening means hearing with intent to understand, not just to reply. When people feel heard, they trust you more, and trust is the bedrock of any great startup. Internal communication, holding the team together. Startup teams operate under intense pressure, fast deadlines, shifting roles, resource constraints. Without clear, open, and consistent communication, misunderstandings, burnout, and disengagement happen fast. As a founder, you must share goals, direction, and expectations clearly, provide timely feedback, constructive, not critical, admit when you're wrong, don't blame. Sometimes a simple phrase like, "I appreciate your effort" at the right moment can reignite motivation. But one careless word can damage morale permanently. Customer communication. Sincerity beats advertising. Nobody likes being sold to, but everyone appreciates being understood. That's why communication with customers should be honest, clear, consistent. Don't overhype your product. Instead, help customers see how it solves their problem and makes their life better. Great communication doesn't push, it connects. And when issues arise, apologize genuinely, respond fast, and offer real solutions. How you communicate in crisis will define your brand more than any marketing campaign. Conclusion: communication is the bridge between vision and reality. A startup is not a solo journey. To move forward together, you need communication that aligns, motivates, and resolves. It's how your vision becomes your team's mission. It's how your ideas become investor confidence. It's how your product becomes a trusted brand. Speaking well gets attention. Speaking right builds something that lasts. Time management. Choose the right tasks, not just stay busy. Time is the one resource every entrepreneur has equally. Whether you're a billionaire or a beginner, you get only 24 hours in a day. The difference? Successful entrepreneurs treat time like a strategic asset, while others simply react to whatever comes their way. In startups, where you wear many hats at once, time management is not just a good habit, it's a critical survival skill. Not all tasks are equal. Prioritization is an art. One of the most common mistakes among new founders is trying to do everything themselves. They believe that being hands-on in every small task ensures quality. But this only leads to constant busyness, stress, and low impact. The truth is, not every task creates equal value. Effective time management is about knowing what to do first, what to delegate, and what to ignore completely. A helpful tool here is the Eisenhower matrix. Urgent and important, do it now. Important but not urgent, schedule it. Urgent but not important, delegate it. Not urgent and not important, eliminate it. By applying this matrix, you free yourself from the illusion of busyness and focus on what truly drives your startup forward. Focus, the secret weapon of high performers. In today's digital age, distraction is constant. Emails, messages, meetings, notifications. If you're constantly interrupted, your productivity suffers. A 2-hour task can stretch into a full day. To manage your time well, protect your deep work zones, the hours when your brain is sharpest. Use these blocks for strategy, product development, or content creation, not admin work. Techniques like Pomodoro, 25 minutes focused work, 5-minute breaks, or time blocking, pre-scheduled calendar slots can drastically boost your output. Being busy, being productive. Working 12 to 14 hours a day doesn't mean you're effective. Often, it signals poor time structure. True time management is about achieving meaningful results, not just ticking boxes. Ask yourself regularly, does this task directly move me toward my goal? Is there a smarter or faster way to do it? Can someone else handle this better than I can? Busy people react. Productive people choose. Make sure you're in the second group. Daily planning. Small decisions lead to big results. Start each morning by identifying the 3 most important tasks for the day. Write them down. Block time for them. Commit to finishing them before touching anything else. This tiny habit creates enormous clarity. Instead of letting the day control you, you control the day. Over time, this daily discipline compounds, leading to momentum, consistency, and real progress. Conclusion: entrepreneurship is a marathon, not a sprint. To go far, you need energy, clarity, and smart time use, not burnout. Time management isn't just about doing more. It's about doing what matters most at the right time, with full focus. You'll never have enough time for everything, but there's always enough time for what truly matters. Skill 6, sales. If you can't sell, nothing else matters. You may have a brilliant idea, an innovative product, or a passionate team, but if you can't sell it, all of that remains just theory. In the startup world, sales isn't a bonus skill, it's the lifeblood. Without revenue, your startup withers. Without customers, your vision becomes meaningless. Sales is not pressure, it's about delivering value. Many people associate sales with being pushy or manipulative, but true salesmanship is helping customers recognize and solve their problems through your solution. Great salespeople don't trick or force. Instead, they deeply understand their product or service, genuinely care about the customer's needs, build trust, and tailor the solution to the person they're speaking to. Sales is not about making people buy. It's about helping them feel confident in their decision to buy. You are the first and best salesperson for your startup. In the early days, you are your startup's chief salesperson. No one knows your product better than you. No one feels its purpose more deeply. No one can explain its value like you can. That means you need to learn how to present your offer clearly and confidently, speak to different customer types in the right tone, handle rejection with resilience and curiosity. People may not say yes right away. That's okay. Good salespeople know that no often just means not yet. Listen, learn, adjust, try again. No customer insights equals no sales strategy. Trying to sell without understanding your customer is like shooting in the dark. To sell effectively, you must first ask, who exactly are my customers? What problems are they trying to solve? What are their fears, hopes, and objections? Then, tailor your sales message accordingly. Your pitch, headline, offer, pricing, even the communication channel must all revolve around the customer's mindset, not your assumptions. Constant testing, learning with every conversation. Sales is not a one-time thing. It's a process of testing, measuring, and refining. Try different pricing strategies. Experiment with sales scripts. Adjust your value proposition. Use data from every conversation to improve. Treat each sales call or email not just as a transaction, but as a learning opportunity. You either get a sale or a lesson. Customer retention. Don't stop after the first sale. The smartest founders know that long-term success doesn't come from one-time buyers, but from loyal customers who return, refer, and advocate for your brand. To do that, you must deliver what you promised and more. Support the customer after purchase. Solve problems quickly and professionally. When people feel valued, not just sold to, they become repeat buyers and your most powerful marketers. Conclusion: sales is the beating heart of your business. In startups, a great product isn't enough. The world won't come to you. You have to reach out, connect, and convince. Sales is about communication, empathy, problem solving, and persistence. Mastering it means unlocking the door to growth, trust, and long-term sustainability. Without sales, nothing else matters. But with sales, everything becomes possible. Skill set: learning and adaptability. Those who don't learn get left behind. Starting a business is a journey without a fixed map. What you know today might be outdated tomorrow. Markets shift, technology evolves, customer behavior changes. In such a world, an entrepreneur cannot survive, let alone thrive, without constantly learning and adapting. The ability to stay flexible and open-minded is the compass that guides you through uncharted waters. The mindset of "I know enough" is startup poison. Many startups don't fail because the market is too hard. They fail because the founder believes, "I already know what I'm doing." But every product launch teaches you something new. Customers react unexpectedly. Ad campaigns flop, competitors strike back, or regulations change. Those who survive are the ones who say, "Okay, what can I learn from this?" Smart founders never let ego blind them. They are willing to rewrite the plan, pivot, and improve. Learning doesn't only come from books, it comes from everything. Continuous learning isn't about reading business books every night, though that helps. In startups, learning happens in the trenches, listening to customer complaints, watching competitors do better, hearing honest feedback from team members, failing and analyzing the reasons why. Every setback is a data point. Every mistake is a lesson. Every new experience, if reflected upon, becomes a valuable classroom. The best founders treat every day like a school day. They stay humble, curious, and reflective. Adaptability. If you don't move fast, you fall behind. The environment changes faster than ever. A new competitor appears. A marketing platform changes its algorithm. A pandemic hits. Your best employee quits. You can't freeze. You must adjust. Adaptability is not about chasing every trend. It's about reading the signals early, responding with calm and creativity, changing direction when the old path no longer works. If the website isn't converting, test a new layout. If customers aren't engaging, try a new channel. If your team structure breaks under pressure, rework it. Don't resist change. Make it your advantage. The faster you learn, the stronger your advantage. In a fast-moving world, learning speed is your competitive edge. Startups that learn faster build better products. Founders who learn faster build stronger teams. Businesses that learn faster outperform and outlast others. Make learning a daily habit. Read one article or chapter every day. Debrief failures with your team. Follow market trends weekly. Talk to your customers often. If you stop learning, your business stops growing. Conclusion: learning and adapting, the true power of startup founders. In a world that never stands still, the only constant is growth. Founders who embrace change, reflect deeply, and stay open-minded are the ones who create lasting impact. You don't have to know everything today, but you must be willing to learn everything you need as fast and as humbly as possible. Those who stop learning get left behind, but those who keep learning become unstoppable.